After getting my thoughts together about my first assignment, I figured my best course of action would be to conclude my report to Lois. I approached her desk and was met with a piercing glare. She listened intently to my account of this assignment, and she seemed pleased. Well, that's my guess. She isn't the type to show much, so this is what I'm telling myself. Anyway, she showed me around the lab. Our first stop was to the archive center. It's a small, dusty room with a single worker. Behind the worker was an elevator shaft. They catalog everything that goes through and they safely secure it in the underground storage room below. Seemed simple enough. Lois continued by walking me down multiple identical hallways. She praised me for my quick work on my first assignment, something that caught me off guard. We reached a hallway that looked slightly different than the rest. The walls seemed to have heavier reinforcements than the rest of the building. She introduced the area as the anomaly sector. This is where almost all of the captured anomalies are held. We walked past many different and frightening things. A monstrous beast that closely resembled a yeti, 3 mini creatures wearing hoods that covered everything but their glowing yellow eyes, and they laughed at us as we walked by. There was also a humanoid lizard crawling all over the walls. Once we made eye contact, the creature camouflaged and disappeared. The last cell before the end of my tour was one that stuck with me the most. Sitting in a chair was a normal person, an average-looking dude, with the only difference that he showed no emotion. Monster record number 7, Lance. From the details in his file, this used to be a person. However, something either took over his mind or his body. Maybe both. Either way, all Lance does now is sit and stare. If someone were to be unlucky enough to talk to him, he would slowly drive them to madness. He can sense a person's innermost thoughts and exploit them. Leaving that terrifying thought, Lois leads me to a conference room just around the corner. Sitting inside was an energetic guy who jumped at the sight of us. He introduced himself as Ryan Jackman. Lois explains Ryan is to be my partner and will be working on assignments with me. At first I was opposed to this idea, but after hearing what they both had to say, I reconsidered. I figure having someone else with me when dealing with this crazy business might not be as bad as I thought. Let's just hope I don't get in over my head.